Okay, so hi, I'm here to show you how to spin with a pencil, and I'm going to show you how to spin with a pencil and dog fur. Of course, you can spin with wool on a stick, okay, and this is just a long crochet hook that I whittled out of a dowel, and that works. Those work pretty good. I have a couple of them. They're a little longer than pencils, and I kind of like that because it gives me a little more room to store my yarn. But pencils, as you will see, work just fine. And of course, and here's some pencil spun wool that I was just messing about with and crocheting with, and you can see that the wool works just dandy. But today I'm going to show you a dog fur because most of us, lots of us have it. If you have a long-haired dog at all, it works really great, and you have a pencil and dog fur, and then you can make yarn. So, without further ado, the way I start is with the pencil. It's really easy because the eraser is a little grippy. And what I would do, this is just brushed hair, just roll the tip into the dog fur, and I'm rolling away from myself. I'm rolling away from myself. So I'm adding the twist clockwise. Okay, so I'm just going to catch the end of that fur on the end of the pencil, and I'm going to sort of help it. If it doesn't stick, you can sort of just hold it on there and keep rolling. See? So you're adding some twist and adding some twist, and then I'm going to twirl my pencil away from me. Now, as I do that, I'm continuing to spin in the same direction, but I'm just gonna wrap that fur that I twisted a little bit on the pencil. And then I'm going to hold the pencil very loosely so it slides in my hand. See how it slides? Oops, I've just undid all my twist. Okay, wrap it around again, and I'm going to just add some twist. I'm just going to let it slide around my hand, keeping it there. Now, I'm going to pinch, and I'm going to straighten out those fibers a little bit just by pulling back on them, pulling against my pinched fingers, and then I'm going to hold that there, and I'm going to let that twist go in. Did you see that? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that's wrapped around there again. No knots or anything. We're going to keep it simple. I'm going to just add some more twist. I like to count about 7. The pencil is slipping in my hand because otherwise, if it's not, it wraps. And you don't want it to wrap. You want it to add twist right now. When you want it to wrap on, you'll just hold it a little tighter, and then it'll wrap on. So you're adding some twist, and then pulling back on the fiber. And it does not need to be perfect because when you knit it up, you'll be so surprised at how cool it is. Okay, so the pencil is slipping in this hand, and it's this hand is the only one that's moving. This one is staying still. You can see the twist is building up. Do you see how it's getting those little kinks in there? Okay, so I'm going to pinch here, and I'm going to pull back a little bit, draft this back, make it attenuate the fibers so they're about the same. Then I'm going to let go. The twist runs in, and I have yarn. And I'm going to wind that on. And then I'm going to add more twist. I like to go about 7. 7 seems to work for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pinch, pull back, let the twist run in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pinch, pull back, let the twist run in, add some more twist. Pinch, pull back, let the twist run in, add some twist. Now, this is surprisingly quick for a very portable, very low-tech method of spinning. It's very quiet. It's easy to do in the car. It's easy to do when you sit anywhere where there's lots of people or you need to be quiet. If you need something for your hands to do, all you need is a pocket full of fiber and a pencil, and you're just in there being productive, making yarn, having fun. And then when you're done, or you have as much as you want, you can get quite a bit on a pencil. You just have to figure out how much room you need to hold it and keep your fingers from, fraying it all up. But you can get quite a bit on there. And when you do, wind it off in a center pull ball, is what I like to do because I'm impatient, so I like to do one at a time. So here's a little bit tiny ball that I rolled off just a few minutes ago. and another pencil. And then to ply your yarn, if you want more than one ply, I do the same thing, only in reverse, except I don't use the eraser too much. I just sort of hold the two ends of the fiber together because I've got a centerpole ball. You can look that up on YouTube, how to make one. Okay, and then I'm going to go toward, I'm just going to hold it onto it. I'm going to fling the pen, I'm going to wrap the pencil toward myself. Okay, so I just give up that first little bit so I get a wrap, and then I'm going to hold my pencil loosely and I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going toward myself instead of away. The pencil, see how loose it is? It's spinning in my hand. See the twist adding into the fibers? Now, I'm going to hold this. I'm going to pull those two fibers back. I'm going to hold on to them, and I'm going to let that twist run in. Now, that's not enough twist for me, so I'm going to add a little bit more until I like what I see. That's when I like what I see right there. Grind it on. Add a little more twist. Pull back. Let some twist run in. Add a little more twist. Pull back, let it in, put a little more twist. Now this hand is basically just staying still. This hand is going around. You can wrap on your fiber whenever you feel. You can keep it close. You can let it get further away. Doesn't really matter. It's really just by feel, and it's super simple. Entirely up to you. And when you're done and you have a little bit of yarn or a bunch of yarn, several yards, many yards, thousands of yards, you can make stuff. You can make pockets, oh my god, that's not what I meant. You can make mittens, and you can make hats, and you can make coasters, and you can make whatever you want, and depending on the fiber, whatever you want, whatever works. Slippers, mug rugs, scarves, cat beds, or little stuffies made out of dog fur. Ta-da! So, have a great time. Happy spinning.